What's going on, guys? Good morning. Today is October 23rd. New York session is about to open, but I want to start doing maybe some market analysis ahead of time. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys. Instead of just doing trade breakdowns, I'll also break down what I'm looking for today too, a little more in depth than what I'll post on like Instagram, because you can only do so much here. So I'll try to do some technical analysis too, and also some fundamental analysis and what I'll be looking for today. So starting off, let me open up my little drawing tool real quick. Starting off with any economic data that we have to worry about, we really don't have too much happening from an economic data standpoint. Whoops, hang on. I didn't mean to click that away. So not too much here. The government's still shut down. Now tomorrow that might change. We're supposed to have inflation data being released. Yeah, I'll cover that tomorrow. But for right now, we don't have anything that we really have to worry about, or I don't like to say worry about, anything that we need to pay attention to. I don't even want to put that out there. I'm not worried about data. If anything, I want data to come out because the markets have been kind of crazy without it. So we don't have any real definite answer on when the government's going to be opening back up. I haven't seen much updates from it. So we're still just kind of waiting for some news on that, waiting for more voting from the government and all that fun stuff. All the trades that I'm taking, most of my trades are based on technical analysis anyways. It's just I use fundamental analysis, sentiment analysis and stuff like that to help determine the direction, but the actual entries come from technicals. Like as I'm talking right now, I'm not going to take any trades on this, but NASDAQ is dropping pretty hard. I'm just looking to see if we're having any headlines as I'm talking. Israeli foreign minister speaking could be a reason. I'm not seeing anything too big of a deal coming from it, but yeah, we'll see. So in terms of my bias, which I'll cover in a little bit, like I'm still looking for upside on NAS, but I'm willing to sell it. I'll do technicals after. So let me cover this first, and I'll get more organized the better and the more that I do this. So for number two, the scheduled speakers. Any Federal Reserve speakers coming out, we have Fed member Barr speaking on community investment. Now this is in Eastern time zone, so 10:25 a.m. Eastern. I know you might have to do a little bit of calculation because traders are worldwide, so you might be in a different time zone than me. But we don't have any important speakers scheduled, but that doesn't mean that we can't get some expected comments throughout the day, some unexpected comments throughout the day. So for me, I have my news feeds. I also have like the news feed inside of the Discord for Day Trading University, and I have my own terminal and all that stuff too. So that's how I'm paying attention to anything coming out that might be unexpected. While I'm taking trades, while I'm looking for trades, or while I'm in trades, I'm always paying attention to my news feed, or just for the off chance that something happens, which yesterday something did happen. But I broke that down in yesterday's breakdown video. In terms of Trump's schedule, as of right now, I still don't see anything on his schedule listed for today. I mean, I'll double check and let it load while I'm talking here, but I'm not seeing anything for today. Doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen today. There could be something that just hasn't been updated yet. He did cause a lot of volatility yesterday after his comments about China. The White House made an announcement about increasing their restrictions on China. As of right now, there hasn't been anything settled between the US and China. So I think there's still a lot of risk in the markets when he updates us on it. Actually, as I'm speaking right now, we just got the update for Trump's schedule. So I'll bring this over now. So we do have 1 p.m., we have a press briefing by the White House press secretary. And then later on in the day, 3 p.m. Eastern time, the president makes an announcement. So those are the two things that we need to be watching out for. As of right now, when I made this little cheat sheet, we didn't have anything scheduled. So 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern time, we have the White House speaking and Trump making an announcement. So that's something to be paying attention to today. If you're still trading around that time, it is later in the session. I normally stop around 12, but 1 p.m., the press secretary with those press briefings, I have seen a lot of opportunities for trades there. It all depends on what happens. I won't cover this here. I mean, I guess I can cover this, but I can just do it on the charts in the background. In terms of the trades that I'll be looking for, gold, we had the really aggressive drop from all-time highs. I didn't see any fundamental reason behind this. I'm still bullish on it, even though we got this drop. It looks like we finally got a profit-taking move after getting this really slow, sluggish push to the upside. And honestly, it kind of goes back to what I've been saying with gold. We keep getting this really aggressive drop multiple times over and over and over again, and then this really, really slow, sluggish price action to the upside. This is the same thing, just way more aggressive. And we're still getting a slow, sluggish push back to the upside. From a fundamental perspective, I still think it makes sense to be looking for buys on gold. Just like I said yesterday, the buys that we had taken were down here. Well, I haven't been taking buys on gold. I'm leaving it alone. But the buys are still playing out. It's just these drops are aggressive, and they just keep faking people out. So hopefully if you're trading gold, you're watching your risk. These ranges are massive. Even if I was to measure gold out right here, just these little candles, and there's not much volume, it's 100 pips. This is 100 pips right here. So you're talking about like, just watch your risk. The moves are massive. This one candle right here, I can only imagine, 160 pips. If you go back to September and look at gold, it hasn't been doing that. Like before the government shut down, I'm pretty sure I've done this a few times, but I think it's still worth showing it. You look at, what date is this? September 25th. We'll go back a little more because the government shut down like later September. We'll go look at this range here. September 21st. This looks like a really nice push on gold. This London session, but pretty massive push on gold. That push is 160 pips. I just showed you guys one candle. That was 160 pips. This is a normal trading environment for gold. What we're seeing for the last 3 weeks is not normal for gold. Now, to be fair, that doesn't mean you can't trade it. You have to adjust, right? So just be careful with that. I don't like the idea of like, just don't take any trades or stay away, or it's not tradable. It's still tradable. Just understand that the ranges are massive now, and you probably got to be cutting your risk in half depending on what position size you normally take. For me, I just think it's easier to just keep trading NAS. The price action's been clean. I'll go back to gold when the government opens back up. In terms of NAS, we had a really aggressive drop. Now, this drop on NASDAQ, I'll go to the lower time frame, it was not over-exaggerated, but it was, I guess, exacerbated or exaggerated here when we had the comments from the White House talking about increasing restrictions on China exports. So we had this massive wick. Hopefully that didn't destroy any of you guys if you're like US 30. I'm sure US 30 and SP 500 did the same thing, but we had this drop, and then I ended up taking sells somewhere around here, which I broke down in yesterday's video, and I didn't hold the whole thing, and I actually wanted to take these buys back up. I was just done trading. I broke it down yesterday. I took sells, I took buys, I took sells, buys, and then took sells again, and I was like, honestly, kind of just mentally drained, but we had really good price action. I just wanted to keep trading. With that being said, from a fundamental perspective, just like on gold, I can't see any reason to change my bias on NAS. I'm still looking for upside, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to take sells if I don't see. Like yesterday, even before those comments from from the White House, I still took sells twice. I'm not against doing it. It's not like I only know how to take buys, but the difference for me is if I take sells, I'm looking at it as short-term scalps. Like realistically, I had my first entry on sells here. Man, if I had held this whole thing, it would have been, I don't want to do the math. It doesn't even matter. But the buys, I kept trying to hold. And I ended up getting my runners break even because they kept pulling back. And then I just ended up switching my bias, taking sells, at least short term. So I do still like the idea of upside. It's the difficult thing here that I don't really like doing too much is I don't want to give you guys specific price points on where to take the trades because I don't believe in trading just technicals. Like I can sit here and be like, hey, look, if you break the support, look for sells. And then if it breaks the support, I'm gonna be like, oh, I told you, I was right. It's like, I don't think it's that easy because even when NAS was breaking structure here, 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 and here, I was still looking for buys here. I took buys here and I took buys here. I'm still looking for buys even though we're breaking structure to the downside. So you kind of got to be, I tend to be a little careful on giving specific price point and trade ideas. I can tell you, look for buys here, look for sells here, look for buys here. But between now and the next couple hours where I do my trade recap after the market, after I'm done trading, who knows what's going to happen? What comments we can get, what headlines might come out, what news comes out, what happens. So I might not take sells down here, or I might take buys way down here. I'm just trying to say, be careful. This is why, I don't believe signal groups work. I trade live every single day with Day Trading University, and I've been doing it for 5 years for a reason. Taking trades is difficult when you're just calling price points, right? So a lot of things can happen throughout the day, so I think it's important to pay attention to that stuff. Hopefully this little market prep is helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see because I would love to do just a daily market prep and then a daily market recap. In between that, I'm actually trading live with everybody in Day Trading University, so the link will probably be down below. I'll put it down below if you guys want to join us, but hopefully this is helpful. If you guys maybe don't trust me yet or know what I'm talking about or whatever, or you just aren't in the group for whatever reason. So I'll see you guys in the next video when we break down the trades or break down what happened today.